Hello and welcome to Megawatt, where each week we give you the lowdown on the latest piece of kit from the world of technology and gadgets. This week we've hopped on a plane and come to the biggest consumer technology show in the world. Yes, that's right, we're at CES Las Vegas to find out what's going to be big, hot and exciting for 2009. Stay tuned. Okay, so we've snuck into the Palm pre-demo area off the show floor, only allowed to exclusive people like us. Haha, isn't it great? And we're here with Stephanie, who's from Palm. She's going to show us through the new pre. So here it is.
Here it is in all its glory. So you have this great new design, slide-out keyboard, which is nice, so no virtual keyboard required. And you'll notice that just the curve of the whole phone is really phenomenal. So no more Pop-Tart to the head or brick to the head. It just really, really kind of hugs the shape of your face.
And so basic specs, Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, GPS, 8 gigs of memory, all this fun, music player, video player, all that great stuff.
Okay, now I know that Palm launched a new, is it WebOS, is
Yes.
the new platform. Can you show us some of the cool things?
Absolutely. So some of the coolest things about it are, first of all, from a kind of UI perspective, kept it really, really clean, all touchscreen. Something that's really cool about the Pre itself as well is that this area at the bottom is also kind of a gesture area. So let me show you some of this stuff. If I pull up my contacts here from my little quick launch bar, it'll pull up my contacts. I can sift into Sophia here. If I want to go back, I actually go back on the thing. It'll bring me back up a notch. One of the really cool things about the WebOS as well is that if I look into Sophia here, we're actually kind of changing the paradigm of how we're pulling information together, because everybody has their information all over the place, right? So for my contacts, if I press on the little 2 here, it shows me that it's actually pulling my contacts from Gmail and from Outlook.
Right.
I can add Facebook to that, and the fun thing as well is that the quick launch bar that I saw on my home screen is gone there. If I do this really simple little gesture, it comes up, and I can decide what other application I want to open. If I open the email application, here it is.
And so can you set those apps as your favorite? Because I noticed there's only like 4 there.
Yeah, absolutely. There's 5 across the bottom,
5.
and you can pick whichever ones you want and have them there.
Right.
If you press this cool little center button here, it'll actually pull back, and it brings you to what we call the card view. So it's actually keeping all of these applications open at the same time.
How would that affect performance or battery life? Because if you've got everything constantly asking for...
You know, if you're probably running 16 movies running at the same time, you're probably going to see a little bit of an impact. But we've really optimized the OS to really have as many cards as you want open and to really be able to jump between them. A typical scenario of how this is super, super helpful is if you're writing an email, for example, started the email and then you say, oh, I need that person's phone number, I don't have the phone number. Kind of old school days is you'd go, save
Come out of one,
as,
go into the other.
close the app, go into the other. Now you just jump around. And when you're in this view, if you decide to close the apps, you just flick them off the screen.
And so when it comes to surfing the web?
Searching the web, super easy. So there's a couple of different ways to do it, actually. You can either bring up your launcher and click on my web browser.
Okay.
But what I tend to do is, I'm going to pop open my keyboard here. If I'm searching for something called Blue Man Group, we're in Vegas, we're at the Venetian,
Okay.
You got to do it. I start typing. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to search my device. So it tells me I have a Bluetooth application, which I might want, or I have this Michael Bluth guy that I might want to call. So it's also a really quick way to find an app and to find somebody's contact info. If I keep typing, it tells me I can do a Google search on Maps, or search on Wikipedia. So do a quick Google search, it'll bring me directly to my search results. So instead of bringing up my browser, bring up my launcher, bring up my browser, going www.google.com, Blue Man Group.
It's just straight there from the offset.
Super easy to get there, and then I can scroll right in and see what these strange blue people are up to and try and get.
And it's got multi-touch?
It does have multi-touch, so in the browser and the images, you can scroll in, kind of navigate around, pinch in and out, and there they are.
Now all this looks like it's going to take a lot of battery. How do I charge it?
So there's a really, really cool way to charge it. So this really awesome accessory that we have is called the Palm Touchstone. So it's this little guy here, which you sit on your desk, on your dashboard,
Okay.
wherever it may be. It has a slight adhesive on the bottom, which is actually a bunch of little suction cups. So it sticks really nicely to your dashboard. And you just pop it on there,
And
there's
that's
a
it?
magnetic back, and it's charging.
And that's just no
Magic.
cables to plug in?
No cables to plug in, and if you want to keep viewing your browser or whatever it may be, or view a video while you're on there, view it in landscape mode as well.
Cool. Well, thanks very much, Stephanie,
You're
for showing us
very welcome.
the Palm Pre. And there we have it, the Palm Pre, expected in the UK the second half of 2009. See you soon.